Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. So good to be here with you as always. Um, I just need to take a breath for a moment. Ah, So we are starting a new month, the month of May, springtime, and I'm sure that's showing up in various stages where you live. And one of the things that's just standing out in my heart today is about trust. And yesterday I was just doing some journaling and some meditation, just some releasing some things. And what came up in that time is that when we let something go, whether it's an expectation, a person in our life, a situation, a job, an experience, anything, we're letting go, we're withdrawing. Like last week, we worked with unplugging our mind from whatever's going on inside and plugging that into our heart. And that's true for any situation we're dealing with. We are unplugging from that particular situation, even if it's not happening currently, even if it's something in the past that is now um, no longer part of our lives. We can still have emotions around it, and we can still have, um, just waves of leftover storage coming up out of that. And so anytime we're working that with that, we're continuing to unplug from that old situation. And it's important to remember that we are plugging into that resource within ourselves. And if we don't feel it, it's because we haven't practiced feeling it, first of all. And also, we have spent many, many, many years and decades looking outside of ourselves for replenishment. So we let something go. We've let a lot of things go in our lives. I'm sure you have. I have no doubt that you have. And then we go on to the next thing. And that is what our mind body system is used to. We unplug from one thing and we plug it into something different on the outside. But there are situations that are out of our control. There are situations that we have no say in, no influence over. And when we're in those situations, even if it affects us, what doesn't help is to unplug from what we want it to be and to try to plug it in somewhere on the outside in these situations that we don't have any control over. But we do have control over recognizing our own inner resources. We do have control over our own nervous systems. Doesn't feel like it all the time, but we do. We can unplug from those outer situations and just rest in it's a trust, right? There's a trust. There's a trust that whatever happens on the outside, I have inner resources to get through it. And think of all the situations that have been challenging for you in your life that you have gotten through just fine. Not that it wasn't easy, not that it was easy and that it wasn't challenging and very emotional at the time, but you're here. You're here to think about it as I'm talking. We're here because we have made it through many, many, many things. We are very, very, very resourceful, and we have those inner resources with us always, especially when we've gone through difficult things, because we have been challenged and we have been tried and true in making it to the other side. Even if we never want to go through it again, even if we feel like, oh my gosh, I could never go through that again, we could. Hopefully we don't have to repeat situations, right? But we could if we needed to because we have those inner resources. So today in our lives, you may have something you're dealing with that's challenging, big transition on the outside, challenged by the politics all around us, all around our world, whatever it is. Maybe it's a physical challenge. Maybe it's a move. Maybe it's a A new job. Maybe it's just wanting to shift yourself inside, make changes within yourself in behaviors, thoughts, attitudes, so forth. We have the inner resources to do that. We just have to acknowledge that and spend time with it. Those inner resources are part of us, like our best friend. Our best friend is part of our lives. We can reach out and give them a call or talk with them. Even if they're not around, we can talk with them. But those inner resources are part of us as well. And just like nurturing a relationship with a friend, we need to nurture that relationship with ourselves. And I'm saying this once for once for you and once for myself, because I forget too that, oh my gosh, I can do this. This is fine. So today I thought, what a great day to practice trusting ourselves and trusting even when we can't formulate what an outcome would look like, especially when we can't formulate what an outcome would look like. That's faith. That's trust. And all we have to do is, I make it sound so simple, all we have to do is sit with it. All we have to do is be with it. All we have to do is be here as the outside is being the outside. The situation is being the situation. The person is being the person, the whatever, whatever it is, all we have to do is be right here within ourselves. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to practice trusting ourselves and just being in the quietness of that trust. Maybe it's not so quiet. Maybe your mind is going to race the whole meditation today saying, I don't know about this. This isn't my favorite meditation we've ever done. That's okay. That's okay. We're just going to practice. We're going to practice quieting that mind. We're going to practice. Look, we're here right now. We've got 20 minutes to sit and trust that we can sit for 20 minutes. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. So I invite you to get comfortable in your chair. Take a couple of deep breaths. Filling that belly as you breathe in and just letting it all go. Just letting it go like you're dropping a ball on the ground. Just let it go. And another deep breath, filling that belly and just dropping it on the ground, letting it go. Let your breathing return to its natural rate for a few moments. We are going to go back to the breath. I just want you to feel your body relaxing in your chair. We are trusting all the time. We are trusting that our chair, sofa, bed, whatever we're sitting in, the floor, wherever we're spending this time physically, we're trusting that we're not going to fall through the chair, fall through the couch, fall through the floor. We're trusting that that solidity is there supporting us. And feel that groundedness of that trust, trusting the earth holding our homes. There's an entire planet of solidity supporting us. And so often we take that solidity for granted, but we're just going to feel that whole earth supporting you. Feel your body relax in that trust. And notice that as you relax and trust, that trust is sensed on the inside of you, not on the outside, not on the actual dirt of the earth, but that trust feels like peace, peace in your body, peace in your mind. Trust is on the inside, not the outside. Trust is a state of presence, not the state of a situation. On the outside, life is changing all the time. When we like the changes, we barely notice them. When we don't like the changes, or we fear the changes, we move outside of ourselves and tumble with the ups and downs. Just notice this. Go back to that feeling of trust in your chair, trust in your home, that your chair isn't going to suddenly fall through the floor, or we're not going to get suddenly swallowed up by the earth. That may seem like such a silly thought, but it's a truth we take for granted. Yet here we are, trusting. Just feel that trust of the solidity of the earth, of your home, of your chair. Now notice your breath. When we become aware of it and the breath changes, maybe it's deeper now. than it was before you were paying attention to it. Our breath is another gift that we take for granted. It's always breathing. Our breath is always happening. Maybe we hold our breath. Maybe we get stressed and we're holding our breath a little bit. Maybe we have a fit of yawns sometime, but whatever's happening, that breath is always there. And except in rare extreme situations, we never worry that it's not going to be doing its job. We don't even think about it. It's just there. And just notice the natural flow of your breath right now. You may feel a little gratitude for it. So grateful for this breath that is always happening. We're so grateful that we don't have to go through our day worried about breathing. Perhaps if you're like me, once in a while I need some allergy medicine so I can breathe. Some people need inhalers. For some people, their breath is a struggle. But it still happens. You just feel that breath doing its job, just like the earth is doing its job. You may notice as I'm describing these things that your mind will jump in with the, well, yeah, but, or the what ifs. Just notice that that's not your breath doing that. That's not that sense of trust in the earth that's doing that. It's just the mind. It's the mind trying to pull us into stories, reasons to worry, and notice what that feels like in your body. Worry is such a different sensation than trust. Notice this difference. And notice that when we are trusting the earth to hold us up, to hold up our home, our chair, our bodies, that this is an undeniable truth. But the mind is creating stories. Even if a situation is true and valid on the outside, the worry about it, while understandable, is passing. The worry still isn't truth, like our breath is truth, like the solidity of the earth is truth. Just notice this. And as many times as the mind pulls you into a story, that many times bring yourself back to trust. We can trust ourselves every day to do what is ours to do. We know we will. We don't know what's going to happen on the outside, but we know we will wake up, do what is ours to do, go to bed at night, and do what is ours to do the next day. And we'll keep doing that until we can no longer do it someday. If we don't have to worry about someday, all we have to do is trust that we'll do what is ours to do today. And this isn't about accomplishment. This isn't about checking things off our to-do list, although that will happen. This is about trusting ourselves that we will do what is ours to do this day. And every day we can wake up and take a few moments before we even get out of bed to feel the earth supporting our home, supporting our bed. Feel that trust, even gratitude. And then we can notice our breath, having breathed for us all night long, waking up to a deep breath or a yawn or a quiet breath. And we can feel that trust that that breath will be with us all day long. And we can go one step further and know that whatever the day brings, whether what the day is bringing is on our to-do list or not, we will take each moment and do what is ours to do to the best of our ability. Of course we will. That's what we've been doing our whole lives. And that ability to do what is ours to do has just kept growing and growing and growing. And we can trust that. We can trust our life experience is right here with us right now, supporting what we're doing. All the ups and downs of our life experience is backing up every strength that we have. It's with us every moment of the day, that strength. Nobody can take it from us. Nobody can give it to us. It's ours. It's closer to us than our breathing. And just notice what that feels like in your body. And if you can sit here longer and just practice being relaxed in that trust that you've tapped into today, I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, just know that you're bringing this whole self with you, and how blessed you are, how lucky you are to have yourself with you all day long. Remember it, be grateful for it, be joyful with it, and tap into this every day. Just go through that morning routine of feeling the earth and your breath and your whole self before you even get out of bed. And move through each day with gratitude for these wonderful gifts. Thank you for being here with me today, and I look forward to practicing this with you this week and hopefully far beyond this week. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.